Hi, I'm Alana and welcome back to YogaYIn. I'm going to take you through the second in our series of postures for men, so 3 new poses today. This is all about standing poses, which is about strengthening the body and lengthening the body, really working with the legs as well. So I hope you enjoy. Please feel free to leave a comment and don't forget to subscribe. Namaste. Okay, so the first thing you want to do when you're coming into your standing postures is establish a really firm foundation. So step onto your mat and make sure that your feet are directly underneath your hips, like so. And you want to feel that real grounding in the base of your feet. So let that heaviness in your body just sink so you can feel really just connected to the floor. And then when you're ready, I want you to pick up your toes and just spread them and feel the muscles in the legs working as you do. And then plant your toes down. Take your weight forward, come up on your heels just a little, and then plant your heels down. Feel that weight really evenly distributed, so you've got a good grounding. It's really important. Then bring your awareness up to your knees and just soften your knees just slightly. Feel them just soften. Good, and then draw the knees in together and feel the tightening of the inner thighs. Coming up now to the hips, and then just drawing up through your core and your sides of the body and rolling your shoulders back because we tend to slump forward when we're on the computer. So roll them back and down. Arms are straight and steady, and the head, the chin is just slightly tilted down. So you'll be looking forward. That means your neck is nice and long. Okay, so that's Tadasana or mountain pose. Take a couple of deep breaths here. And then we're going to step the feet out, nice and wide, into Trikonasana or triangle pose. Now I'm going to mirror you, so I'm going to be working with my left leg, but I want you to work with your right. And we're aiming to have the back of that right heel coming to about the center of the back foot. So turn your back foot in slightly, and this is a really good pose for men because it is a pose developed by slim hip men, so it's really nice and easy one to do. And then I want you to twist your hips towards the center with your hands on the hips to make sure they're square, and inhale and take your arms out to the side. Just make sure that your arms are at shoulder height. And then feel it really stretching right through the middle tips of the fingers. And then we're just going to bend from the hip rather than the waist. And I want you to put your hand wherever on your leg you feel comfortable. If you feel comfortable to come all the way down to the floor, you can. Or place the fingertips on the floor, you can. But if you're not as flexible, just place your hand wherever you like. Don't put any weight in that hand. Draw the other hand to your hip, open up your chest, and then you're going to raise that arm straight in the air like so, spreading the fingers nice and wide, turning the head to look at the ceiling if that's comfortable for your neck, otherwise just look straight ahead. And we're going to hold it here for another 4 deep breaths. Now I want you to ground down through the outside of that back foot, holding it here. This is going to work into your liver, but most of all it's going to stretch your legs and the side of your body. And then inhale here, stretch up, look down at the foot, come all the way back up. Beautiful. Take your legs even a little bit wider. It's as wide as you're comfortable with. Then you're going to bend that knee and you're going to make sure the knee is directly over your ankle. Not coming forward at the ankle, but directly above. And then I want you to just take your elbow to your knee, take your hand to your hip again, open your chest, and this time we're going to take that arm up and over. Looking up towards the ceiling again, holding it here for another 4 deep breaths. And again, you're stretching out the side of your body, you're stretching into the arms and you're stretching the legs, you're strengthening the thighs here. So this pose is all about stretching the body and strengthening. Another deep breath. Good. And then when you're ready, inhale, reach out through that arm. Exhale, look down at the foot. Inhale, come all the way back to center. We'll do it to the other side, keeping your arms out nice and wide. Step your feet a little closer together to begin with. Bending from the waist again, making sure that the hips are square. Inhaling and exhaling, and placing your hand again wherever you're comfortable, but not putting any weight in that hand. Bringing the other hand to your hip, turning the body to look at the ceiling, and then coming into the full pose, wherever that is for you. Arms straight up in the air, fingers spread nice and wide, and holding it here for another 4 deep breaths. So really feel that grounding through your feet. Aim to open the chest a little more. And then inhale, reach out. Exhale, look down. Inhale, come all the way back up to standing. Step your feet out a little wider. And then make sure the knee is directly over the ankle. Drop your elbow to your knee. Take your arm up all the way over. Oh, first come to the hip. Turn your chest. And from here, ground down through the outside edge of that foot that's just keeping you in this balance. Holding it here. Make sure you focus on your breath. And with each exhalation, release a little more. And then inhale, reach up, come all the way back up to standing. Walk through your feet. And we're just going to finish with a forward bend, which can be quite difficult for men, as they tend to be quite tight on the legs. So what I want you to do with this one is not worry too much about it. Just fold forward, either to halfway, or as far as you can go, reaching down. If you're at halfway, and I'll show you what that looks like from the side, I want you to just tuck your chin in and hold it here. If you can come all the way, I want you to soften your knees, bend them slightly, bring your hands down to your mat, and just drop your head. Very important for men to drop their head and their shoulders. They tend to keep a lot of tension here. Bring your weight forward over your toes. Allow your body to just start to soften as it stretches. And if you're able to, you can slide your hands down behind your legs and bring your body closer to your torso. And then when you're ready, come all the way back up, rolling up through the spine if that feels okay for you, and back to standing. Okay, and that is our standing postures for men. Take it easy with it and see how you go. You may be able to come a little bit further. You may not be able to come as far, but you will develop the flexibility. So I want you to use it in conjunction with the first one that we did. So we do the lying postures first, and then we come up to standing. And then next week I'm going to upload some seated postures for you. So I hope you enjoyed it.